just wanted to let you know that as well. My name is Lois Butler. As Amanda has said, I'm Economic Development Manager with the city. This is the Alameda Strong Small Business Community Fund. Actually, I didn't change the name, so apologize for that. But this is a grant program. And I'm going to the next slide. We'll talk about guidelines, and we're asking you to put your questions in the chat. I will do a form demonstration, and then I will answer questions. So we will be accepting applications through September the 8th. And I apologize, it said my internet is unstable, so hopefully it will be okay. There are two types of grants that can be received. One is for businesses with an establishment. You can receive $7,500, and if you are in your residence, you can receive up to $3,750. And small businesses between 0 and 25 employees can receive grants. If you have more than 25 employees, you're not eligible unless you have a second location. If you have a second location in Alameda, you can receive a grant as well. You can have up to 50 employees if you have a second location in Alameda.
Lois, I'm sorry to interrupt you really quickly, but I am not seeing the slides advancing on in the presentation.
So what are you seeing?
I'm just seeing the title slide.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I've totally advanced. So stop sharing. So you're seeing this one. Are you, let me try again. Maybe I can do it this way. Can you see the slide now?
Now, yeah, we're seeing the guidelines, requirements for eligibility slide.
Okay, I'll just leave it like this since you couldn't see it before. So I'm on the third slide, and what I was saying is that small businesses that are 50 up to 50 can have 2 locations. And I'm looking at the screen over here instead of at you, so that's why I'm not facing you. You must have experienced a 50% loss from March the 16th to the current date, and you must have a current business license, and you must have paid your assessments if you're in the business districts, either Park or Webster Street Business District. We will double check that if you're in a business district. And also we will double check your business license if you don't have a copy of your business license. So I'm advancing. Hopefully you can see the new slide. Financial institutions, banks, lenders, landlords, publicly traded companies, and actually I used an old slide, so this one doesn't count anymore. Elected officials and appointed officials, city employees, relatives of elected officials, city employees, appointed officials are not eligible for this program. If you are a nonprofit, please note that we will have a separate application. The amount that we have in the fund right now is very small, so we'll be sending that out soon. We're still raising money for the nonprofit piece. Your funds, the use of your funds, you can pay rent, operating expenses, and payroll. and or payroll with these funds. Please keep your records because the city may in fact do an audit. We reserve that right. And then when you are preparing to fill out the application, we recommend that you scan all of your documents, have them ready to upload, place them in a folder for your convenience, and then you should go to the city website, and I will put that city website up on the chat. You'll have to create a username and a password if you don't already have one. If you applied before, you should be able to use the same username and password. And then your applications must be 100% complete and all documents must be submitted. And everything's subject to public records request. That's it. So what I will do is stop sharing my screen right now. And then I will start sharing my screen again. And I will go to the website. All right. So I'm on the city's website right now. And Amanda, can you put this website? Maybe I can do it. I don't see how to put this on our website right now, but the website is Alameda/online-services/Alameda-strong-relief-fund. So if Amanda could put that on, I would appreciate it. And this page just gives an outline of what is required. And so I'm going to just show it real quickly, and then I'll go to the actual website where the application is. Okay? So you can read it here, or you can go to the application. You click here where it says submit, and it'll take you to the Alameda Strong Community Relief Grant Program website. And that's cityofalameda.submittable.com/submit. And I'll ask Amanda to put that on. If she doesn't put it on, then what I'll do is I will put it on at the end of this part of the presentation. So when you go here, you hit apply. And because I have my password and my username all set up, I was able to get into this site. Otherwise, it'll prompt you to put it in. So this will give you the grant description program again that I just went through. And the other thing that it says is that you'll be, that funds will be dispersed within 30 days of you receiving the award. And then it goes through the requirements again that I just went through with you. 25 employees. And let me just say that it's equivalent employees. If you have like, some places have a lot of employees. They have like 30 employees, 40 employees, but a number of them are half-time employees. So if you have, for example, 30 employees, but 20 of them work full-time, and then 10 of them work part-time, and no more than your full half of what your full-time employees work, you could have like the equivalent of 5 full-time employees and 20 full-time employees that work full-time. The others are 10 employees that work part-time, and the equivalent of that is could be 5 employees, and that's 25. So you would still qualify for this grant. If you have a problem calculating that, I can work with you on that, or Eric Fonstein could also work with you on that. He isn't on the call, but his information is included. So I'm going to move down, and then the elements of what is required. You need to have proof of that you applied for federal assistance. And that proof of applying for federal assistance could be many things. Like maybe you had an application for the EIDL loan, the disaster loan from SBA. You could submit the application. You could submit the denial form if they denied you. If you apply for PPP, you can submit the letter from the bank saying, acknowledging that you applied for PPP. You can submit the denial letter saying that you weren't qualified. You could submit the letter saying you qualified for the PPP. So all of those are eligible for you to submit. If you got pandemic unemployment insurance, you can submit paperwork that you received pandemic unemployment insurance. That would qualify as well. So if you didn't qualify for any of those and you couldn't apply for the federal grant, for example, if you applied for the California state grants that they had or loans, you could submit that. If you have issues and you don't know what's eligible, you could put in through the chat function what you would like to submit, and we can discuss that as well. We'd like to have 6 months of your income statement. That's income and expense from February 1st through July 31st. It says an income statement, but an income statement shows income and expense. I want to clarify that. And then revenues, July 2019, and then revenues for July 2020. We would need that. Second quarter, if you have employees, just to verify that you don't go over 25 employees or 50 if you have 2 locations. We need your DE9 and your DE9C. If you own a business and have employees and they have W-2 forms, you should know what a DE9 and a DE9C is. If you have a company that does your paperwork, they will know what that is. You just need to give them the numbers and they will help you out. If you have 1099 employees, you don't have to worry about submitting those forms. And then you need to submit your W-9 form. Okay? Again, we went through eligible uses. The city has the right to alter, cancel, discontinue this program at any time. The contact information is here. This is me, Lois Butler, my phone number, and my email address. And then there's Eric Fonstein as well. So you can contact any of us. But what we would really like you to do is read through the information first and make sure that you really have a question, because sometimes I get calls and the information that's there on the application form. Also, if it has anything to do with technical support, you would need to contact Submittable. All right, so I'm going to go back and stop sharing, and then start sharing again. Hold on for just a second. Okay. Now I'm on the training site, and I'm going to actually fill out an application on the training site. So I'm going to put the name of my business name. I used to have a Butler Project Management used to be my business name, so. I type slowly, so I will just abbreviate. My first name is Lois. My last name is Butler. My daytime phone number is right there. I have a secondary phone number, but I'm not going to enter it. And then I was a full owner, so this doesn't apply to me. I don't have a secondary owner. My primary email address is that, and then of course you guys will have to type this in. United States, I don't know why, but we have to put our country in here. It's mandatory. So my address is Alameda, so that because I've previously typed this in, I'm able to type it in automatically, but you guys will have to fill this out. And then my other mailing address is not different, so I'm just going to leave that blank. The type of business, I would say a small business. Up to 25. I had 0 employees, so I say up to 25 because it's up to 25. The category that fit my business, I was a service, so I select service for that. And then I just did that one. I was in a residence. So I'm going to say yes. No. Sorry about that. Does your business have a non-residential physical location in Alameda? No. And do I plan on closing in the next 6 months? And I would say no to that as well. Because if you plan on closing in the next 6 months, you won't get a grant. Is your business closed now? I would say, I'm in my residence, so I would say no. But if it is, you're not going to be penalized for being closed if you can't open at this point in time. If you can open right now, you might be penalized for that. So I do need to let you know that. Now, if there's a reason why you can't open, we probably will know that. I know hair salons are going to be able to open on the 28th, but logistically, it's hard for a number of them to be open, so you're not going to be penalized for that. Is your business essential? I would say no to that because what I was doing was project management, and in some cases it would have been essential, but what I was doing was not essential. So I'll say no to that. If I were a grocery store or even a restaurant, those were allowed to open because they were essential. Location of the establishment, I want to choose one of these areas. Right now, I am in Alameda Point, so I'll choose the area that I work in for the city. And then, do I have a current copy of my business license? I'm going to say yes. And then I get to choose the file for my business license. I don't know why that's there, my error, but if you've already done this, the city will look up your license no matter what, so don't worry about it. And then a W-9 form, I need a W-9 form, so I'm gonna go to my computer and on my desktop somewhere, here we go. I have these grant sample documents and I'm going to upload my W-9, and you can see it's uploaded. Sorry. If I had more than one form, then I would choose the next file. I don't have more than one form. And then I want to provide proof of federal assistance. So I go to my file, it's all set up, and I need to find the one that says federal assistance on it, and there it is. So then I upload it. Okay? And then if I had to upload more, I could upload more. I want my 6-month income statement. So I'm going to go here and I want to look at my 6-month income statement and upload it. There I go. And then if I have one to if I have one or more W-2 employees, I want to say yes to that. And then I want to put down how many employees I have. So I know I said no before, but just for the purposes of this, I want to say I have 2 employees. I just enter it here just to demonstrate this, okay? But if I didn't have any employees, I would say no. And then I can just say 0, okay? And then if I have employees, I need to upload the the DE-9 form. And I want to go ahead and upload that. And for this, if you have several pages, you can upload several pages of the DE-9 form, okay? I uploaded two documents. One's a copy, but I wanted to demonstrate that. And then the DE-9C form. I want to upload that, and sometimes it's more than one page as well. So again, you can upload more than one page. And then this is really important. Provide your revenues for July 2019. If you did not have a business in July 2019, then you need to upload your February revenues. So my business, I'm going to pretend that it existed, and so I will upload my July 19 revenue statements. And then I go down and I want to upload my July 2020 revenue statements. And if you were closed in July 2019, then type out on a piece of paper, I was closed, no revenue, and upload that. Don't try to skip it or just upload a blank page, because we need you to state that you didn't have any revenue during that period, okay? All right. So then there's this thing, if you would like to have funds wired to you, we hope that you'll be able to get them wired, but I realize that we may not be able to get them wired to you. Here's the consent form. You could fill that out, but because this is a nonprofit doing this, we might not be able to have them wire the funds to you. So I just want to make you aware of that issue. And then you need to check this box right here. Read this statement, because you're attesting that everything you've uploaded is correct. And then you sign your name, first and last name, and then you apply. And at this point, it's saying that this field is required. Well, it's not required. So if you haven't filled this out, I will make the adjustment shortly. Okay, I apologize. If it's still showing red, then what you should do is just put in a blank sheet of paper on that one if you don't have it. And so I have successfully submitted that form. All right, so now I'm going to stop sharing my screen and go to Amanda or Eric. One of them will be asking me questions.
Yeah. So Eric has also joined, but he is not at a computer with video. So I will go ahead and moderate the questions. So the first question, and just as a reminder, folks, please put any questions in the Q&A box. We've got plenty of time, so happy to stay as long as we need to. So Lois, what type of proof of application for state or federal assistance and lack of eligibility is needed? Can you apply if your business received a PPP loan?
Yes. So you can share the PPP loan award. You could share a PPP loan application verification number from the bank. You can share the application for the EIDL loan, the Small Business Administration loan. If you need more examples, I would suggest that you tell me what you have, and then I will say whether or not it's eligible. Just send me an email and say, I have this. Is it eligible? And we will say yes or no on that, either Eric or myself.
That person was also asking if they only applied for a PPP loan, can they still apply if they didn't apply for any other kind of assistance?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Next question is, does the one employee include the owner for a one-person business, or is it an additional employee?
So I would say that if it's an owner of a business, that's 0 employees. And there are a lot of tax rules related to that, but if the owner is paying himself or herself a salary, and they have to file a W-2, then they would be the one employee. But if it's just a sole proprietor, that would be 0 employees.
But those people are allowed to apply even if you're a sole proprietor with 0 employees.
Absolutely. You're allowed to apply whether you have employees or not. Correct.
Okay, so it's just kind of what you put in the form.
Yeah, what we're looking for when we ask for employees is if you have over 25 employees, if you have a single business, or if you have over 50, if you have 2 locations in Alameda. That's what we're looking for.
Thank you. So the next question is from a local business that's about 41% down in revenues, but not quite 50. So they're asking if they can still apply for a grant, and if so, is there a chance they would be award it? They would be awarded a grant.
Not for this particular grant. You would have to have 50% or more.
Okay. So the next one is if I will be updating business license and BIA fees in the next few days, how long will it take for the city to recognize the paperwork and payments for me to be eligible?
I don't know how long it will take, but don't worry about that. We will make sure that we're clearing you if you have put in your paperwork. We'll do it on our end and make sure that you're clear. I know that if you apply right now, your fees aren't due until September 1. These grants won't be awarded until after September 1. So we'll make sure that when we look it up, you're current.
Just another clarifying question about whether this grant is for sole proprietors, and yes, it is for sole proprietors. Okay.
Right.
If we are a nonprofit, we do not apply by September 8th. Also, how will we know when to apply?
So if you sign up for the Alameda Strong on the Alameda Strong website, or you can send me an email saying to please include you. And I am keeping a list of people so that they know when that application is ready.
And I put Lois's email address in the chat function. If you received an SBA loan, are you eligible for this grant?
Yes.
When and if nonprofits can apply, there is a question on the application that asks the name of the business owner. In the case of a nonprofit, there is no owner. Do we just put in the name of the administrator or executive director?
So nonprofits aren't eligible to apply for this.
I think she's asking when they are eligible, when that application comes around.
Oh, it'll be tailored for nonprofits.
Okay. Okay, so gone through all the questions in the Q&A. I'm just checking the chat to see if I missed anything. Why don't we give it another minute or two so folks can ask any other questions that they might have. So I'm not seeing anything else come through. Oh, wait, we got one. Any idea how many rounds we will have of this?
We're trying to raise money, trying to raise funds. We're calling our corporate folks to try to get corporate sponsors. We had over 500 donations. And so if we can't raise any other funds, this would be the last round. But hopefully we're being optimistic and hopefully we'll have one other round.
Here's another question. One business is asking if they were turned down for a different grant, are they still eligible?
Absolutely. You can you could put that on your you can use that example. Even the folks that applied for the last grant, if they were turned down, they could use it as an example of applying for assistance.
Then another question here. I think this is someone who just wants to confirm, asking, so that they didn't apply last time around, but they have less than 50% profit loss. So they want to just confirm that means they won't qualify for this round because of the 50%. They have less than 50% profit loss.
Correct.
All right, let's give it another few minutes for more questions. And folks, I also did put both Eric and Lois's emails in the chat function. So if you think of anything, down the line as you're filling out your application, you can always contact them, and they'll help you figure stuff out as well. All right, well, thank you all very much for attending. We will be posting this onto the website in case you want to take another look and refresh yourself. And we're really looking forward to working. Oh, wait, we got two more. Oh, wait, just thank yous. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for attending. We'll be seeing you all soon.